was a record-breaking afternoon at the Liberty Stadium last Sunday when the Ospreys defeated Bearman Treviso. This weekend it gets tougher when league leaders Munster come to Australia. Join us now as we look ahead to the game. Duncan, a big win on Sunday against Treviso, but what can we take out of that moving forward?
Yeah, I think, look, we're pleased with the win. We'll take that. There was, parts of the game which are good. I think the boys, handling was good. To score 11 tries in any sort of game is a good achievement. However, we understand that, things went our way, but we've still got a lot to work on our game before Munster.
You mentioned Munster. That's a different prospect entirely. What's preparations going like?
Yeah, Munster are top of the league. We know what they bring. They're a very physical pack, and Penny's brought something different to them. They play, and they've scored a lot of tries recently. So we understand as a group of forwards we need to be on our mettle, and they will offer a different challenge to what Treviso did.
They come to us on the back of 3 big home wins, which has cemented their place at the top of the table. So it's an important game that we've got to get something out of if we're going to close that gap.
Yeah, I think every game now is important on the run into the playoffs. It's important you really pick up the points in your home game, but we understand they'll be coming in quite confident to get points away from us. So it's about us executing our game plan well and trying to pressure them as much as we can.
We talk of game plan. You're probably somebody who enjoys it when it's a bit tighter, more than an open game. But the way that second half went on Sunday in particular, there's a lot of running around to be done.
Yeah, I said to the boys it was boring and wasn't enough scrums, but no, I think we're pleased with that attacking aspect of our game, but we understand as a group of forwards you need to tighten things up. Against Munster they bring a driving line out. They're very physical pack, so first and foremost for us as a group of forwards we have to match that before we allow our talented backs to maybe exploit some space we can create.
And finally, look at some of the youngsters who are heavily involved at this period in time. Does that excite you as someone who's been around the camp since day one?
Yeah, I think it's good, you understand, even the boys which you think of as experienced, like Ashley Becky's still only 23, so, there's a younger crop through coming as well, like Sam, and, it's nice to see they're actually transferring what we're doing in training onto the playing field now, and, the game time they get obviously only, enhances them and, for us as a region in the future.
We're joined now by Laura Jones from the Ospreys commercial team with this week's Worthington's What's On.
Well, following on from the historic performance last Sunday, we're all really looking forward to this Sunday's match against league leaders Munster. It's Juniors Clubs Day, so we'll be joined by clubs from around the region who will be taking part in a half-time lap of honour. As always, the Ozone will also be open before the game, so fans can join Aussie from 2:30 p.m. The club shop will also be open before the game, and there's now been even further reductions with up to 50% of current season stock, so it's definitely worth popping in to have a look. Looking ahead to next month, and our next home fixture will be Australian Schools Day when the Ospreys take on the Blues on Friday the 21st of March for a 7:05 kick-off. We'll be joined from schools around Australia, including those taking part in a special Gutman Lap of Honour, celebrating Disability Sport Wales. Schools can purchase their tickets for £10 per child and £1 per adult for a group booking of 20 or more, or take advantage of our ticket and coach scheme for £15 per adult and £5 per child. Whichever scheme you choose, just make sure you get your order in by Monday 17th of March. Those wanting more information can contact Nick or myself on 01792 616 505. Finally, if there's season members out there who fancy treating themselves to some hospitality, they should remember to take advantage of their exclusive £20 discount off boxes and the Black and White Lounge, available until the end of the season. For more information, they should just contact Sabi Jamal on 01792 616 507.
Joe, third versus first at the Liberty this Sunday. It's a big game.
Yeah, it's a massive game, we're all looking forward to it. Good win last week, 70 odd points, but is that the game we needed to go into this game? It's going to be tough. They're very physical, they're unlike Treviso, they're very physical, they're going to be good, mentally and physically. So the boys have been looking really good training this week, and we're really confident going into it. I think we'll get a good result.
I know you questioned, was the game last weekend what you needed going into Munster, but there's got to be positives that you can take from that, regardless of the quality of the opposition on the day.
Yeah, definitely. We got through some moves and stuff we wanted to get through, and scored some good tries, but it's a totally different game. It's a totally different outfit. Munster are tight, they're strong, they're big, and it's like every game against Munster. It's a tough game, and hopefully we come out on top again.
Every year this period is crucial when it comes to placings in the top 4 for the end of the season, so we need to pick up 2 wins on the next 2 weekends to keep that run going.
Yeah, definitely. This is a massive game with Munster being top 4 as well. You know, it's almost a 8-point swing if you look at it like that. So we need a win. Hopefully, get a 5-point would be great. But as long as we win the game with 10 minutes to go, I know we finish well, and
we'll need a big crowd there to get behind us because they can make all the difference.
Yeah, crowd's massive. You know, when the crowd's there, the boys perform, and it just helps the boys along. It's the 16th man, and let's try and get let's get all the crowd there. You can hear it when we're going through. You know, good line-outs, good scrums and driving. We can hear the crowd going mad. You know, the boys love that. So if you can all come down, that'd be great.
That's all for now. Make sure you're at the Liberty Stadium this weekend to support the cause. Tickets on sale from all the regular outlets.